I'm Brian Lee Durfee, author of The Forgetting Moon, published by Simon & Schuster's Saga Press. Today, I'm going to be reviewing one of the short novels in 4 Past Midnight by Stephen King. You'll notice on my last video, I reviewed The Langoliers, book number 1 in 4 Past Midnight. Now I'm going to be reviewing Secret Window, Secret Garden, book number 2. Then I will be reviewing The Library Policeman, book number 3, and last, Sundog, book number 4. 4 Past Midnight. It's a good collection of 4 of Stephen King's best short novels. You can see I have the hardcover right here. Got a little paperback version over there. We've got the Motley Crue Funko Pops. We've got a Stephen King Funko Pop. We're all set to go. Man, the last few videos I've made, Stephen King review videos, have been haunted. If you've watched them, you've seen some weird stuff happen in the background in the videos. So what I did for this video is I got rid of the candles. I didn't turn the lights down. I didn't light the candles. I didn't make this into a satanic-looking pagan ritual, which all the other Stephen King review videos looked like. And I thought maybe we could calm down the haunted bullshit that's been happening in these videos. You know, these Motley Crue puppets, Funko Poppets, they have been giving me trouble ever since I started these Stephen King videos. So I hope with the lights on, no candles, we can get through a Stephen King book review without weird supernatural crap flying around my bookshelves. So pay attention, see if you can see anything weird happening. Because I can't tell as I'm shooting these videos because my back is to the stuff. Anyway, let's talk about Secret Window, Secret Garden. Book number 2 in 4 Past Midnight. I've been reviewing every Stephen King novel in order of publication. We are to 4 Past Midnight. Man, we're about 31 books into the review series. We've got about 60 to go. There's about 90 books that I'm reviewing on this series. So let's talk about it. I have not... The other books I review, I've been listening to the audible.com versions as I've been reading along. With 4 Past Midnight, I've just been reading it. I have not been listening to the audible.com versions of the stories. So I do not have a review for the Audible narration. However, I have a review of 4 Past Midnight. Secret Window, Secret Garden. Starts out, as many Stephen King novels do, with an author as our protagonist. Or is he our protagonist? That's the thing. Let's talk about that. We have an author. Hold on a second. We have an author. Sorry, I had to step out for a second. The cat was eating a piece of paper that just happened to be my notes for this review. So if you see me looking down at my notes, forgive me. There's only a few notes, not really that many, because it's going to be a short review. Secret Window, Secret Garden. We start with Mort, our writer. Stephen King has a lot of protagonists that are writers. I like that. I'm a writer myself, so I relate. When he talks about writing stuff, I relate. It's cool. Mort, he goes to a secluded place to finish his book. Another dude shows up named Shooter. And Shooter brings Mort a manuscript and says, hey, you wrote a book a while back that matches exactly this book that I wrote. And I say you're plagiarizing me. And Mort's like, I don't think that's possible. I write my own stuff, right? And the dude's like, well, man, you got to prove that you didn't plagiarize me. Kind of reminiscent of the book Misery. And I reviewed Misery. It's one of my favorites. Sort of like that. It's sort of a stalker, an author being stalked by a crazy person. And so this guy Shooter, he's like, Mort, you have to prove that you wrote your book before I wrote my book, or all hell's going to break loose and I'm going to sue you and all this other stuff. And Mort, how does he prove it, He goes on to research, he tries to prove it because the guy is wacko. Shooter is wacko. And he starts doing weird, crazy, stalkery stuff to Mort, just like Kathy Bates did to our author protagonist in Misery. And so that's the basic premise of Secret Window, Secret Garden. It's got a lot of similarities to a lot of other things Stephen King has written. It's a shorter book. Like I said, it is part of one of the 4 short novels in 4 Past Midnight. That's the basic plot. I do not give spoilers on my channel, so I just gave you a basic rundown of the plot. My overall feeling of this book was not on par with Misery. Not at all. Misery is a classic. Secret Window, Secret Garden is a decent short novel. And that's about all I have for you on that. If you want to read 4 Past Midnight and read all of the short novels in the series, that's cool because as a whole, they hold up together pretty well. Secret Window, Secret Garden, I'm going to give it about, there's some twists at the end. Like I said, is our protagonist really our protagonist or not? You need to pay attention to that in this book. Is he really the good guy or is he not? Did he really plagiarize or did he not? Is he really the crazy one or is the other guy the crazy one? Those are the questions that you'll have to find the answers to as you read the story. I give Secret Window, Secret Garden 7.5 out of 10 because it's pretty good, but not Stephen King's best. Maybe slightly below average for Stephen King stuff. What can you say? What can you do? It is what it is. Every book I write, Forgetting Moon, Blackest Heart, Lonesome Crown, I dedicate to Stephen King, Motley Crue, and the Oakland Raiders, because those were the 3 most important things to me as a kid, so they get a shout out in every one of my books and my book reviews. And I hope nothing weird happened in the background. I hope you were trying to pay attention to see if any weird shit happened back there. Because, like I said, these Stephen King reviews are haunted. And I am sick of the haunting. So anyway, go and get 4 Past Midnight and read all 4 books.